Happy New Year, everyone. This is my first video of 2016. Excited to get the year started. Hope you are too. Let's get right into this next Q&A. It's on a question that I've gotten quite a bit actually recently from a couple folks. And there's two scenarios. The question basically is, and I'll summarize it, how do I get a job with little to no experience? Okay, so the first scenario, the gentleman he's currently going to school right now, pursuing his bachelor's degree in business administration with a major also in information systems, okay? So he has no prior work experience in IT, and he wants to know, how does he get his foot in the door? Okay, how does he get started in that career? That one's a little bit more difficult because business administration degrees with a IT systems degree, major or minor, is a really broad curriculum, okay? So the business administration part, you're basically you're learning how to run a business, okay? A lot of business stuff, right? Information technology systems, you're talking about a really long spectrum of the entire space of information systems, right? So it's hard for me to answer that only because I don't know what kind of job you want when you get out of college. Like, what do you envision yourself doing as a employee? Okay, what type of job role do you want to be in? So for you folks, my answer is going to be a little bit generic because I don't have enough information. So really, what you need to decide on is what kind of position you want to be in when you finish school, okay? After you decide that, then you know where to go apply for jobs. So, as anyone would when they're starting out in any career, they have to start at the bottom, okay? And sometimes that means you have to start in a position that doesn't apply to your field. So just to get into a company, if you know of a company that you want to work for, apply for any job, okay, that's entry level, any position, just to get yourself in there. And then once you get in, you can start working your way around and making those lateral moves into the information technology department, or if you want to do business side of it or marketing, whatever that you studied it as part of your degree, you could do that. So that's really the only thing I have for you on that one. You're just going to have to find some entry-level positions in the space that you want to be in and then start from the bottom, okay? Just like we all do, right? The second scenario is this gentleman says he's been out of work for a couple months. He's been applying for jobs. He's been interviewing, but he's not getting the job, okay? He feels like he's being outranked by those that have more experience, okay? And the truth is that that's going to happen. In any industry, experience most of the time will supersede everything else, okay? Now, what I will tell you is that, and I've said this before in other videos, specific to IT, right? When you're looking at job postings, the IT job posting is like this long with a bunch of stuff, all these things that they want you to know, blah, 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 right? You do not have to know all of that. You're not expected to. It won't happen, okay? So the first recommendation I have for you is look at the way your interview process is going. Is there something you're missing during that stage that could be preventing you from getting to the next interview or even the job, right? Watch the recent video I put out on how to prepare for an interview. That might open up some doors for you. You might see something in there that triggers something in your mind and says, oh shit, I didn't do that, or I did that wrong, okay? And just little tweaks like that might help your chances a little bit better, okay? But experience, most likely will trump that. So you've got to, number one, I'm assuming that we're talking about admin type positions here, or even desktop or computer technician type work, the entry level stuff. if we're talking about that line of work, what I would do is I would get at least one certification, okay? And that could be any of the CompTIA exam certifications like the A+, Network Plus, Security Plus. I would at least start there because that will raise the chances to just get the interview, right? And it will show that you've got some competency there. So I would at least start with that. But don't get discouraged, okay? You've got to go with the process. You've got to just keep looking for those jobs. They're out there, you just have to find them. And sometimes we've got to do things that we don't want to do to get where we want to be. So for example, you might have to work at a job that doesn't entail what you want to do in information technology just so that you can start at this company and work your way over, just like I said earlier. Okay, you might have to start doing something there. Or you could do some freelance work, right? You could do some stuff on the side. The opportunities are endless, at least here in the United States. I can't speak for other parts of the world. But in the US, I mean, you just have to open your mind and start thinking about it, okay? Create the opportunity, you know, or go looking for them. Nobody's going to come knocking on your door saying, hey, I got a job for you. That's just not going to happen. You've got to go out there. You've got to have that whatever it takes mentality to just go and do it and find the work, okay? Maybe you got to move. I don't know. You might have to move to a different area because IT jobs are hard to find in small towns. I mean, that's just the truth. You've got to live somewhere near a decent-sized metropolitan area. And so, you know, maybe that's part of the problem. But, you know, you just got to do what you got to do. One other thing I could suggest, too, for people that are going to school at a major college or university, if you're looking for some experience, go try to find some work at the IT lab, okay? The IT lab's where the students can go and, you know, do their homework or research or whatever it is. Go find something there. Go talk to the administration and see if there's any kind of job openings there or at least a volunteer position, okay? You might need to volunteer your time and do some unpaid work to get experience, okay? Kind of like an internship. So that's another idea as well for people that are currently a student at a school, is to find work at the school and go get those kind of positions. So anyways, there's not one answer for this type of question. I mean, it's a difficult question to answer because the real response is do whatever you got to do to get the job. I mean, you just need to go and find the work, okay? And if that means going to a company that you would love to work at and doing another job there until you can make the lateral move, then that's what it's going to have to be, okay? Or if you need to go work at a sandwich shop or Office Depot or wherever it is, okay, just so you can have a paycheck coming in while you do you continue your job search, that's what you got to do, okay? But the opportunity is there. You've got to go look for it. You've got to make it happen. And again, try to think about what you're doing for the interviews as well, okay? Interviewing is critical. You can blow an interview on the first minute, okay? It's that easy to blow the entire interview and your chances are just gone, okay? I'm serious about this. You need to take interviewing very serious. You need to make sure you know what you're doing during that interview. So watch my video on that. If you haven't seen the video on getting an entry-level job that I did several months ago, go watch that. In fact, I'm going to put the links right in the description here below so that you can go right to them in case you're brand new here and you're just watching this for the first time. Definitely go check those videos out. I really hope it helps you out, guys and gals, whoever's looking at this. Leave me your comments below. Would love to hear your feedback. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. Some good information out there. Last but not least, get on my email list and get the resource guide that comes with that. It'll help you out as well. And thanks for watching. I can't say enough how much I appreciate people watching my content here. I know my videos go a little bit long sometimes, but that's what it takes to get the information disseminated to you so that I hope you can understand it. So thank you. We'll talk to you on the next video. Have a great week ahead of you. See you later.